Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the Everton News Daily. A year to the day since Everton beat West Ham 4-0 at Goodison Park with that glorious hat-trick from Wayne Rooney. And obviously we know what happened next. A year ago. Everton have been starting their blue crimbo Christmas spectacular tonight. There was a big thing happening down at the Liver Buildings tonight, and I'm sure there'll be lots of events happening over the next few weeks, so keep your eye out for that. There's always really nice positive stories that come out of this, whether it be players going to see people in need, obviously the players going to the hospital and these kind of things. That's all kicked off tonight, so keep your eye out for all the stuff relating to that. It's believed Everton had scouts at the Champions League game between Porto and Schalke last night. Porto won 3-1. So who were Everton keeping an eye on? Was it Brahimi? Was it Alex Telles? Was it Hector Hernandez? Herrera? Was it Musa Maguire? I sounded really intelligent, so from all those players, I probably only know one of them. But it's believed Everton could have been looking at any of those players last night. There was certainly scouts in attendance. Everton have been linked with a lot of players this week. Ramsey at Arsenal, he's been linked again. Decore at Watford has been linked again with a move to Everton, obviously linking up with his former manager. All these players getting linked ahead of January. Obviously Ramsey, who's out of contract at the end of the season, we've been linked with him before, and obviously his name will be getting bandied about quite a bit. But for me, the only bit of business I really want to see in January is Andre Gomez coming on a permanent. That's the only. I'd be happy if that was the only thing getting done, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Another player being linked over the last few days is Barbosa, Inter Milan striker. Fox News down in South America have said that he's set for a Premier League move with Everton, and guess who else? West Ham. It's always West Ham, isn't it? If we're linked with a player, West Ham have to be linked. It's like it's law, or it's like they don't have their own scouts. But Everton have been linked with him quite heavily with him in the last couple of weeks, actually. And I imagine if we were to let Oumar Niasse go out on loan or out on a permanent deal, then bringing him on loan would be a no-brainer, because he's a very talented footballer that apparently Marco Silva and Marcel Brands are both really interested in. So that could be one. That could definitely happen in January. RB Leipzig have said that they were priced out of a move for Ademola Lookman in the summer. They said Everton made it very, very difficult for them. They didn't want to let him go, and the price reflected that, and in the end they had to walk away from the deal. Well, that's all that Everton had said from the start, wasn't it, really, that they didn't want to let him go. And now we're seeing him get more and more game time off the bench, and a lot of fans are clamouring him to start a game. Could that be on Sunday? Could it be one of the two following home games, against Newcastle and Watford? I think there's definitely a shout there, because over the next few weeks we've got a hell of a lot of games, and people are going to need to be rotating. I think Lookman could get its chance, and it's up to him to take that chance when it arrives. Willie Kirk is a name you're probably not familiar with. He's the assistant manager at Manchester United Ladies. He's also been the Hibs Ladies boss, and has also been at Bristol City as a coach. Apparently he is who Everton want to take over as the manager of Everton Ladies. Andy Spence left the club a week or so ago, and Willie Kirk is the man that Everton are looking to bring on board. We'll wait and see if that happens. Obviously the bottom of the Ladies Super League at the moment, so looking to get off that table and bottom of that table and start climbing the table. So hopefully if they do bring him in, that's what happens. Everton have submitted planning permission for new facilities at Finch Farm. It's surrounding the academy. They want to have a new indoor pitch with lots of facilities, including medical, and also an area for families to view the young players coaching, an area where basically they would be able to go and, you know, sit and not worry about the weather, and there'll be room for things like if they've got other kids to do their homework and things like that. And as Everton try and put more and more work into Finch Farm, we were there this weekend. There'd been a massive amount of work gone on since the last time I'd been there a couple of years ago. Player facilities, new player restaurants, just for them. And Everton are trying now to develop the academy facilities to make them better and better, to attract the best and the brightest when they're allowed to do that. But obviously facilities for the players who are already there. And one of the things they've recently done as well is the office. There was an office space at the front of the building, has now been converted into a cafe where the families can go and sit. It's where actually we interviewed Yakubu a couple of weeks ago, so that's a nice little area. So Everton starting to think about the academy and the families of the academy, and having somewhere nice for them to go when they bring their kids to train at Everton. So that will be heard on the 12th of December. Nosey Council will hear that, and it's I don't think there'll be any problems with that. That should go straight through, as Everton try to make Finch Farm one of the best training facilities in the country. And that is about it for today. Obviously, tomorrow Marco Silva will hold his press conference ahead of the Merseyside derby on Sunday. He'll be giving us all the lowdown on everything really, whether there's any injuries and, you know, how he sees his players going into that game. So look out for that. We've got lots of videos about to go out. There is a match preview that we've done with Paul Machin from the Redmen TV. That is a quality view, so make sure you look out for that, as well as our all our other videos. If you want more videos, make sure to join us on Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube as well. Heading for that 30,000. We want it. So if you're watching this on Twitter or on Facebook, please go and give us a subscribe on YouTube as well. It is youtube.com/Toffee TV EFC. Give us a little subscribe. Click the bell for alerts, and you know when there's videos coming out, and we'll see you later.